Hey, this is Duncan MacPherson with Pareto Systems. I'm in Florida, in Fort Lauderdale. A little breezy, but beautiful. I'm on my way down. I have a meeting on Monday with a great client, but decided to just come down here and spend the weekend and lock myself in a hotel room and move this book along, The Blue Square Method. I'm sure you can relate. Any meaningful project that you take on, it sure is a lot easier to start it than it is to stick with it and see it through to the finish line. I mean, I'd like to think we're in the red zone, but man, oh man, that's a lot of work. But all good. I'm enjoying the exercise and the process. And part of that recently is I just wrapped up going through almost 25 years of journals that I've been keeping, where I've captured ideas and insights and just a wide array of concepts that our clients have shared with us. Incredible. You know, I often joke that my creativity stems from my ability to conceal my sources. You go through these journals, I mean, I've had a lot of sources, and incredible. And I can't give everyone credit, but you know, it's funny. Just earlier this week, I was in St. Louis with a great group, and I was talking about conversion, right? Converting customers to clients to advocates. And a lady, her name is Robin, she said this. She said, so you work for customers, you work with clients, and advocates work for you. And I thought, okay, that's an interesting way to look at it. And I said, I might steal that. And my rule of three on that is, you know, the first time I give credit, I'll say it's like Robin said. The second time I'll say, it's like someone said. The third time it'll be, well, it's like I've always said. Just the way it works. But no, it's a community and there's a lot of sharing, which is great. But you know, I was thinking about conversion and how for many advisors, when they go back to customers who sort of dabble and they go back to reintroduce and reframe the relationship, it's often within that group where most of the right sizing occurs. And it's usually because of attitudinal disconnect. So if you think of your ideal client profile, your AAA, assets that align with your expertise now and in the future, attitudinal qualities that make you compatible, and advocacy, which is a mindset where they're an advocate of your people, your practice, and your process, but they're also advocates of their friends and their unmet needs. Well, a customer who doesn't see the merit in empowering you fully, basically their attitude is, well, I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket. Clients don't think of you as a basket. They think of you as someone who liberates them to go live their lives. But if a customer isn't prepared to take your advice, well, perhaps you're doing them a disservice by keeping them, and you should introduce them to someone else whose advice they will take. You know, it's so powerful, you know, to basically essentially project, look, it's not me, it's you. And you know, during a break, I was listening to some music, Roxy music actually. And you know, it's interesting. I don't know if you're aware of this, but the album Avalon, which is one of the best albums ever, came out in 1982. Just a blink. But I was listening to a different album, and on that album was the song Over You. And it really got me thinking about moving on and the natural ending of some relationships that are no longer a good fit. Notwithstanding the value that was there before, but today you're allowed to evolve, and maybe that's just not the case. And shifting from breadth to depth. You know, I had a client who'd say to me, depth in relationship, not breadth. Breadth is bad. Don't have bad breadth. So there you go. Anyway, watch for the Blue Square Method. We're chipping away. It's coming along. Pretty happy with it. But until then, thanks for watching. Make it a great day.